When you think of party games, classics like Mario Party, Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart likely come to mind. But today, I'm here to challenge that notion. True party games should be simple, accessible to all, and provide a level playing field for both veteran gamers and casual players. Enter Ultimate Chicken Horse. In this quirky title, you gather your friends or join the fun online. You start as a stage builder, armed with a box of platforms or traps to choose from. Your task? To strategically place these objects wherever you see fit. But here's the twist. Once everyone has placed their pieces, the real challenge begins as players race to reach the goal. And if everyone succeeds, no one scores points. It's a game where sabotage is your path to victory. There are some key goals in this analysis. First of it is the game design of the game itself. As I am unlocking the secrets of how the game is built, this knowledge will help me implement it into my own prototype. The next one is the player experience. Understanding what keeps players hooked to this game is also crucial. It guides me in crafting captivating experiences in my prototype. And lastly, balancing. Ensuring fairness for all players is a top priority. I want my prototype to be enjoyable for everyone with no unfair advantages or disadvantages, just like Ultimate Chicken Horse. In this video, we'll deep dive into Ultimate Chicken Horse using the MDA framework, mechanics, dynamics, and aesthetics. We'll explore why this game stands as one of the finest party games ever created. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is the MDA framework? Well, let's break it down. It all starts with mechanics. Mechanics encompass the core gameplay elements, the level design, and various aspects of the game itself. These mechanics then shape the player's experience, leading us to the next component of the MDA framework, the dynamics. Dynamics are the emergent behaviors and interactions that occur within the game as a result of its mechanics. They are what make each playthrough unique and exciting. And finally, there's aesthetics. This encompasses the player's overall experience, the emotions they feel, and the atmosphere created by the game. It's a part of the player's journey that often lies beyond the developer's control, but can be influenced through careful consideration of mechanics and dynamics. While the MDA framework might seem like a relic compared to other game design methodologies, it remains a steadfast and reliable tool for crafting robust gaming experiences. I'm not dismissing other frameworks, but the MDA framework's timeless principles are worth exploring. In this video, we'll dissect the game from top to bottom, analyzing its simplicity in mechanics, level design, and overall quality. This is due to the fact that the game itself is not big compared to AAA titles, but still packs a punch in the party game development. So, let's embark on this journey together as we unravel the charm and complexity of Ultimate Chicken Horse through the lens of the MDA framework. There are two main mechanics that the player can access, which are movement, that consists of jumping and moving, and object placement. These two main mechanics are accessed through simple button presses, making them easy to understand. The objects that the player can place are also considered mechanics. Furthermore, the objects can be rotated with the shoulder buttons. A wide variety of objects is at the player's disposal, classified into 9 categories including platforms, honey, bombs, moving things, hazards, sciencey stuff, shooty, and others. These objects give experienced player an advantage of knowing what the object does, but give a very short learning curve to newer players. The level design of the game is intriguing. Since the levels are not necessarily designed by the developers but by the players themselves, how does the level design work in this game? The developer's focus is on what the player cannot control. As seen in the game, these uncontrollable elements include the environment, the goal itself, and the player's starting point. This approach encourages developers to be creative with goal placements. It can be high above, far off to the side, or anywhere else. The level can also feature diverse environments based on the objects present. Certain environments, like the roller coaster level, introduce dynamic elements, adding an extra layer of challenge as the roller coaster becomes a hazardous obstacle. It is also worth mentioning that the whimsical and zany art style of the game is also considered to be the mechanic in the MDA framework, since developers are the one who has control over it. Now, let's explore the dynamics of Ultimate Chicken Horse. The dynamics of Ultimate Chicken Horse are where the game truly shines. The core dynamics result from the interplay between the simple mechanics of movement and object placement. As players jump, sprint, and strategically navigate levels, the emergent gameplay is nothing short of chaotic and entertaining. Key to the dynamics are player interactions. As each player contributes to the level by adding platforms and obstacles, the game encourages both cooperation and competition. Decision making becomes dynamic as players constantly adapt to the evolving challenges presented by their fellow builders. The joy of setting traps or outsmarting opponents adds layers of excitement. Another intriguing dynamic is risk versus reward. Player must weigh the benefits of collecting coins against the dangers they might encounter. Do you take the safe route or do you risk it all to outsmart your rivals? This constant risk assessment keeps the game engaging and unpredictable. The dynamic nature of Ultimate Chicken Horse ensures that no two rounds are the same. The ever-changing landscapes combined with player-driven chaos create an experience that remains fresh and exhilarating. Now, let's delve into the aesthetics of Ultimate Chicken Horse. In aesthetics of the MDA framework, Ultimate Chicken Horse focuses particularly on fellowship. Fellowship in games is about the social interactions and connections formed among players. Ultimate Chicken Horse excels in this aspect. Whether you're playing with friends in the same room or online, the game encourages laughter, camaraderie, and friendly competition. Players collaborate and compete simultaneously, creating a sense of togetherness even when they're trying to sabotage each other's progress. But fellowship isn't the only aesthetic at play here. Let's touch upon a few others. One of them is sensation. The game's colorful visuals and whimsical animations provide a delightful sensory experience, making it visually appealing and engaging. Another thing to touch upon is narrative. Ultimate Chicken Horse doesn't have a traditional narrative, but players often craft their own stories through their actions and strategies, adding an element of emergent storytelling. The last one is challenge. The game's difficulty ramps up as player progresses, providing a satisfying challenge that keeps them engaged. In essence, Ultimate Chicken Horse's aesthetics work in tandem with its mechanics and dynamics to craft an engaging and memorable party game experience. The game's ability to consistently deliver moments of laughter, surprise, and camaraderie makes it a standout title in the realm of party games. In conclusion, Ultimate Chicken Horse embodies the essence of a perfect party game. Its mechanics are elegantly simple with intuitive controls that make it accessible to players of all skill levels. The freedom of object placement adds depth and creativity to the gameplay, and the level design, though in the hands of players, fosters a unique and ever-evolving experience. This can be applied to my prototype by making controls simple and making everything as simple as possible to even the playing field for everyone. The other thing to mention is the dynamic level design. Just like Ultimate Chicken Horse, I can focus more on the things that I cannot control, like goals, starting point, and environment to create a more immersive experience. The dynamics of the game shine brightly as they transform these mechanics into moments of sheer joy and competition. The player interaction, cooperative yet fiercely competitive, keeps each round engaging, while the risk versus reward system adds a layer of strategy that keeps players on their toes, which can be implemented to my prototype. No two rounds are ever the same, thanks to the game's dynamic nature. And then there are the aesthetics, the delightful icing on the cake. They elevate the player's emotional connection to the game, ensuring that laughter and camaraderie are part of every gaming session. All of these aesthetic aspects are achievable due to the good mechanic and dynamics that the game has overall. Before I wrap up this journey through the world of Ultimate Chicken Horse and the MDA framework, I want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for teaching us game design and for inspiring us to be potential future game designers, and hopefully this video provides you with useful insight and analysis.